New pitcher in the game is Ben Weber. Here's a guy who's been around forever. And what an opportunity he is getting tonight. See what he did during the regular season and why he's getting this chance. 7-2 with 7 saves. 92 miles an hour for strike one to Rondell White.
You go from the smooth, easy delivery of Washburn to Ben Weber. One of the most unorthodox moves and numbers for that matter. I can't remember the last pitcher who wore number 77.
We've got a lot of guys out in that bullpen with big numbers.
Yeah.
A 1-1. Breaking ball on the outside corner, strike two.
Talk about funky. He is the definition of funk. Watch. That hurts.
2 balls, 2 strikes. 32-year-old right-hander that was picked off waivers from San Francisco. Last year very busy for the Angels out of their bullpen, and again this year. Reaching for it. Gloss. He's been a star tonight. 1 out. Tim, a lot has been made of this Yankee team. They ended up with the best record in the league at 103-58. They pounded home runs at almost a record-setting pace for this franchise. They did lead the league in strikeouts. They pitched well. Defensively, they struggled. But this is a very different team in the postseason compared to the one we're used to seeing with Tino Martinez at first, Brocious at third, even Knobloch doing his part. Paul O'Neill, who was in many ways a leader and somebody that all these Yankees looked up to out in right field. And there's a big group of players, even established players, that have to prove themselves on the October stage here in New York.
Yeah, they've yet to do it.
And they're 5 outs away from losing game 1 of this division series to Anaheim.
I know it sounds strange to fans, but managers do worry in short series if their team has too much of a propensity to hit home runs, to hit balls out of the ballpark, because you rely on only that. And sure enough, all of the Yankee runs tonight have come on 3 home runs. Joe Torre had his druthers. He would rather the Yankees play more of the type of offense that he brought to New York in 1996 from the National League.
He and Don Zimmer that played more of a National League style, get them on, get them over, get them in. They weren't a fast team, but they got a lot of motion on the bases and pushed it, not laying back, waiting for home runs. Lost 4 of their last 6 series opening games. They're behind here tonight, and Vanderwall stays up there. Mike Scioscia has the perfect situation. He has an 8th inning lead, and he's got his one left-hander, Scott Schoenweiss, warming up with Jason Giambi lurking, and he doesn't have to worry. If he can maintain the lead here in the 8th inning, whatever it is, it'll be Percival in the 9th. Weber on 1-2. Into left field, and the Angels had Vanderwall played perfectly. 2 up, 2 down in the 8th. 2 out, nobody on. Soriano hitless on the night. Like he was pumping to try to tie it. Strike 1.
Loss guarding the line at third base to try to prevent the double. I don't think with Soriano you guard the third base line. I think you guard the first base line, if anything. He's more apt to hit a right-hander to right field and pull it down the line. Plus, if he gets a single, he's a threat to steal anyway, so why have him on the line?
Here's an 0-1. Good breaking pitch, 0-2, and Weber has come in and gone through the first 2, and he's 0-2 on Soriano, and now he can start to expand the strike zone.
That's right. We talked about it at bat earlier. Keep going wider.
Soriano wouldn't go after it. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Now Percival is going to start getting loose. With 2 out, nobody on. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Soriano. 2-2.
See, part of the catcher's responsibility is to convince the pitcher that you can get hitters out on balls out of the strike zone, because pitchers are trained to throw strikes.
Ben Weber's just mad out there. He's just flat out mad.
Good place for no anger management.
2-2. It was 0-2. Now it's full with Derek Jeter on deck. Full count. 39 home runs during the regular season for Soriano. A 2-out walk.
He has a gun. It's a good time for a pitch out.
High leg kick by Weber. And ball 1 down and in. Among regular catchers, that was the best in the American League. Giambi on deck. Schoenweiss and Percival in the bullpen for Anaheim.
That style of Soriano, leading off with the left hand on the leg, right hand dangling.
Runner going. Molina's throw. Too late, and Soriano will hold at second. Quick tag by Kennedy. And he forgot to make the catch first. Tying run at second, 2 out. Two balls and a strike. Either way, this is the last hitter for Weber.
Right.
With Giambi on deck. Three and one.
The Angels outfield alignment. Derek Jeter, even though he homered to left center earlier, you have Erstad shaded toward left center, and against a right-handed pitcher like Weber, seems to me that he should be in right center. Jeter again with that tendency to go the other way.
Strike 2. 95 hits, most in postseason history, albeit with many more chances for the extra rounds of playoffs. He has homered tonight. He has walked. He has singled. He could tie it with a hit. Full count from Weber. Two on, 2 out. And Giambi coming up. 5-4 Anaheim in the bottom of the 8th. Ball 1.
Troy Glass at third has had to move back to his regular position because of the speed on at second base, and now the hole is more uniform for Giambi to drive it through. He can hit the ball to left field with effectiveness.
2 on, 2 out. 1 ball, 1 strike. 94 miles per hour from a pumped up Scott Schoenweis. Strike 2. All the Yankees have to do is remember the home runs that Giambi hit last year against Stanton while wearing the Oakland Athletics uniform. They know that left-handed pitching doesn't bother Jason Giambi.
One of those, a 3-2 curveball, a 3-run walk-off home run in Oakland.
Giambi hops out. What a start to this series. Anaheim with a 1-run lead, bottom of the 8th. And Molina will talk to Schoenweis, who was a starter for this Anaheim team earlier in the year.
A starter for 2.5 years, and then the Angels brought up John Lackey, and Mike Scioscia talking to Scott, saying that he wanted Scott to view the game from a different angle, and it's not to say he can't come back as a starter, but right now more valuable in the bullpen.
He has Giambi at a ball and 2 strikes. Wouldn't go for it. 2-2.
That's the thing about Giambi. He will not swing at the ball out of the strike zone, particularly when it's away. Where you can get Jason, however, fastballs around the letters.
To the right side. Ospezio. This game is tied. First and third, Brendan Donnelly is in. They sat Percival down, and Donnelly deals. Strike 1 as Williams fouls it back and out of play.
I spoke too soon, Joe. I thought I saw the right-hander obviously coming in, and I assumed it was Percival. I guess understandably, with the game tied, you save Percival for the 9th inning. If Donnelly can get Bernie Williams out.
But a change from years past. Instead of leaving the left-hander out there to make Williams bat right-handed, the Angels won him batting left-handed.
Because Bernie batting 30 points higher as a right-handed batter this year. Both he and Posada better switch hitters from the right side.
First and third, 2 out, tie game. 1 ball, 1 strike on Williams. Bernie Williams, despite all the success, what he's done in the regular season and the postseason, really still gets overlooked in this lineup. But hitting behind Giambi in front of Posada, switch hitter, has presented a lot of opportunities in this Yankee lineup. Here's one now, and that's strike 2. The Yankees have caught up. In the 9th, the Angels will have the top of their lineup. What will the score be? 5-5. Will the Yankees be back on top? Out of play.
The Angels bullpen can show you so many different looks. You saw the look of Ben Weber, unusual to start the inning, and the same with Donnelly. No hitter likes pitchers that appear to jump at them. All arms, legs, and not the ball.
Weber walked 2 with 2 out. Schoenweis gave up the hit. The runner at third. Jeter is still the property of Ben Weber. First and third, 2 out. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Well, you can't fault Weber with his approach to Soriano. He had him in the hole with 2 sliders, and Soriano took 4 straight sliders before stealing second base, then the walk to Jeter and a single by Giambi.
Into right field. Back at the wall. Yankees lead. October Magic 2002. This all started with 2 out and nobody on in the 8th. Posada swinging. Anderson on the track to end along bottom of the 8th. 2 out, 3-run shot. Now Mariano Rivera will get his chance. It's October 1st. It's game 1. 9th inning. 8-5 New York.